use it. Christians, they use it.
And it
So,
means
it's a common name.
Jesus?
Jesus. Like Jesus, like Cristo, like Yeshua.
Do you
Isa in Arabic.
spell it the same way?
We spell it.
Answer that question. In English, you spell it I-S-S.
Israel from
Yes.
But it's spelled
Palestinians
with
here.
Arabic.
Yeah, it's true they don't get crossed.
It's completely different.
Yeah, right
We
through
write
there,
from
yeah.
right to left.
Okay.
Amazing,
It's a
huh?
bit different. Isa.
Wow.
Okay.
Great. So you just entered Bethlehem from the northern side. You came from Jerusalem, which is only 7 miles from here. And Bethlehem is known to be birthplace of Jesus. And that was the last biblical event that took place here in the town of Bethlehem. There is many biblical of the country. And the east side of Bethlehem will be the Judean desert. And west, that is my hometown. Up there, see the mountain with big antenna on top of it? That's called Beit Sahour. And that is my hometown. You see the sign? The green one says Beit Sahour. 1 kilometer up there. That's where I come from. We're only 20,000 people up there. Bethlehem 40,000. And Beit Sahour about 20 to 22,000. So that's population in the town of Bethlehem. It's a small city, okay? And since the year 1995, it's under the BA control. So when you drive around here, you see cars with a white license plate. That would be the easiest way to know where you are. The Aramaic name is called Bethlehem, which means house of bread. The Arabic name, see, between 7th to the 8th century, many Aramaic names changed to be Arabic. So instead of Bethlehem, start to be called Bethlehem. You hear the difference now? Bethlehem to Bethlehem. Bethlehem means house of bread, and Bethlehem means house of meat. So the city is all about food. Okay, one unique thing about the Bethlehemite, not December 25th, January 7th. There is one more Christmas, which is January 19th, and that's Armenian. So in the town of Bethlehem, 3 Christmases. Okay, that's something special about us. We drive east of Bethlehem to a valley called Beit Sahour. Beit Sahour, which means house of shepherds. It's 2 kilometers valley east of Bethlehem, and known to be the farming or the valley of the shepherds, also where they used to plant wheat back in the days. And it's believed to be also the place where Ruth and Boaz met each other, and that's another biblical event from the Old Testament. And Ruth and Boaz, they are the great grandparents of King David. So they met here, and King David born here. So there's many biblical events took place in the town of Bethlehem. And birth of Jesus was the end of it, the last one. So I start with Rachel, Jacob's wife, who died in the town of Bethlehem, giving birth of her last son Benjamin. Bethlehem is also known to be the place where the grandparents of King David met each other, Ruth, Boaz. King David born in Bethlehem, and he was anointed here in the town of Bethlehem by Prophet Samuel when he came to the house of Jesse searching for a king, and he ended up choosing the youngest, number 8, King David. He was the youngest among his siblings. So David is the king of the Old Testament of caves, and they call it the Cataluma, which is the upper room. And the cave under it is called the Catalumia, the lower room. And that's in the Greek language. Why is that? Why I mentioned these 2 Greek words? Because Bible was written in the Greek language. So upper room and lower room. Outdoor. We'll be outdoor for about 20 minutes to half an hour. I'll show you a chapel. Was built by an architect. His name is Antonio Barluzzi. You heard that name before? Antonio Barluzzi.
Yes, they did this morning. The ones that were listening.
Okay, Antonio Barluzzi is an Italian architect. He came here in the 20s, and he built more than 20 churches in the Holy Land. And the one that we'll see, it was the last one he built. Okay, it's kind of a shape of a tent. I'll talk more about it once we're down there. I'll show you one of the caves that believed to be used by the shepherds. Then remains of an agricultural monastery that goes back to the 4th century. We talk, we share, then we drive back to Bethlehem. So, as you see, Bethlehem is a mountain, and it's about 2,500 feet above sea level. That was Santa Claus. I'll talk about him in a second. He lived in Bethlehem, the one who gave the gifts. Do you remember him, no? Okay. See, there is an icon at the entrance of the house. Okay, there's more I will point it. So Christians here, when the town's not wood. Here, take a look to the left. You see it? St. George, slated in the dragon.
Oh, yeah.
And St. George lived here, and he was killed here also, in the 2nd century. And he's buried in Lod, which is a city in Israel, and that's where Ben Gurion Airport is located. So that's a Christian neighborhood here. Okay. The Christian Arab or the Christian Bethlehemite, they belong to different churches, such as Orthodox, Catholic, Armenians, Assyrians, Coptic, Protestants. They're all here in the town of Bethlehem, and there are only 25,000 people altogether, out of 250 who lives in Bethlehem district. So friends, we are in Beit Sahour, and Beit Sahour means house of shepherds. Beit is a house. Sahour came from the Hebrew Aramaic word shomer, and shomer means a night watcher. Sahour is the Arabic word. Shomer is the Hebrew Aramaic word. See, Arabic is the work in Israel. Thousands daily, they cross to Israel, they make their living over there. Big salaries, big difference between salaries here and on the other side. Even Christians, Muslims, everyone go there. And most of them, they are educated. So what they do is they put their degree on the wall and they cross to the other side to work in construction, and they make much better money than they work with their degrees here. So if you study accounting, for example, you'll end up in a bank.
There's a lot of construction here for Beit Sahour. This is Palace City. This is PA controls. That's where I go to Israel to work. It's gotta be Arabic, probably.
It's too bad. We would probably be the same.
Yeah, for sure.
Stunning investment.
Yeah, it's really nice. Young there. First one is young. Stuff to go like we're no possible. Yeah. Yeah, the one you want today for sure. They better have some filthy restaurant. That's hilarious. Pepsi, what's the Pepsi on it? He gives that 2 bases. Which he fights back. That's much better. Car in the tree, look at it, yeah.
It's growing in it.
Yeah. They start right from scratch with that rubbing. Just keep bringing the car up.
Hotel nativity bells.
Okay, friends, wakey wakey. Okay, we stop in this building, right side.